finally done. Jesus Christ. Hey, don't use his name like that. What are you doing? Calm down. I have just worked on this animation for the past 4 hours and I'm done and exhausted. Yeah? Show me what you've done. Sure, this will blow your mind. That was something, I guess. And how long have you worked on that again? 4 hours in total. It's amazing, right? First of all, 4 hours is a bit long for that. What have you done beside it? I just worked. Okay, and second of all, you know that an AI can recreate this exact animation in like 5 minutes or so. So I don't want to be mean, but you have just wasted your time. What? Why didn't you tell me that earlier? I just came in here and you haven't asked me that before. Okay, it's fine, but now I don't know what to do. Well, show me how you've prepared for this work. Okay, here it is. What? That's empty. Don't tell me that you have to do nothing in preparation. Oh, you're not serious. But I have worked so hard and now everything is useless. Well, that isn't true. And let me show you what I mean. The biggest part of self-improvement today is discipline and hard work. These two will just give you the ultimate success that you always wanted. That is at least what most people teach you today in self-improvement. I myself have obviously taught you that as well. I haven't just said that these two things are the only thing that is necessary to be successful. I have told you that hard work and discipline are two very big factors that are needed to truly get successful in life, and that these will almost set the basics for the work that you do and how you will be as a person. But these two alone won't drive you to the success that you want. I mean, if you look at these people, the only two things that they're really teaching are these two principles, and most of the people that watch their videos don't get the results that they want. I mean, if you even just look at countries where the living conditions are a bit poorer than, in Europe or in America, then you can see that there are a lot of people who are putting 10 times the work in that you do, but that they're not nearly as successful as they should be. And these people that teach you these principles will then just say that you either haven't put enough hard work in, or that you just haven't put enough time in. And when people hear that, especially me, when I heard that the first time, I was demotivated. I thought that even though I had just spent the last 6 hours on working on a project and didn't even see any success, that I was wasted time. That I didn't work right, that I didn't put my full focus into it, which might have been true, but still I put so much work into this one project and got nothing out of it. So what happened was that I firstly just was under so much stress that I was overwhelmed by everything that was going on, and afterwards, after I had completed the task, I felt empty and almost kind of depressive because nothing came out of what I did. And then some people drive it to the pinnacle and work themselves out so much that I have a burnout and can't work for the next 3 months. So to save you from this situation and the sad realization that you will have, I will tell you about the most important factors outside of your work that will determine if you will be successful or not, and if it is worth putting in the time and work on that project. And I'm going to guarantee that if you follow this video step by step, that you will master the principle of hard work, and that everything that you will put into a project will get double the results back. The first thing is preparation. What I like to do was putting off the work or tasks that I had to do, especially in school, and put it off until 8 and 9 p.m. And then even when I was on that task, I didn't even plan anything that I wanted to do or accomplish. I mean, it was homework. No one wants to do schoolwork. I mean, I was just the same as you. So, as I said, I put it off until late in the evening, and then when I was on that task, I didn't know what to do. I just sat on it and then thought, well, the ideas are gonna come to me, right? But that didn't happen. When I got to work, I wasted 20 to 30 minutes just thinking about what I have to do next. I mean, I didn't plan out anything. Not if I had to do some research, not if I had to get any material for that work, or anything. I was as unprepared as you can be, and therefore the work I put out was useless. Like, I got the work done, don't get me wrong, but it first of all took double the time that I would normally have taken, and second of all, the results weren't good. Everyone in my school, well, everyone, but most of the people in my school had much better work and put less time in. And I thought, why is that? There has to be something wrong with me or with the tactics that I use for work. And well, both were true actually. But because I think that nothing is wrong with you as a person, I will tell you about how you have to plan your work through so that you will get the most results out of it. The simplest thing that I can tell you is that you plan every single detail out, and that you prepare yourself as best as you can. I mean, imagine that you have a big exam tomorrow, or that you have to run a marathon tomorrow. You will obviously at least prepare yourself to the last evening before that, right? I mean, like running a marathon or writing a big exam isn't easy. And you know that without preparation, without the right preparation, you're going to fail. So plan out everything that you can do and prepare everything so that it is in place when you get to work. Planning out everything means the time when you want to do something, how you want to do something, and even where you want to do something. Sometimes I literally don't know where I want to train. I just train in my room and that's it, and now that's gotten a habit. But first, when I firstly started to train, I didn't know where I wanted to train, what I wanted to train, how I wanted to train. I mean, as I said in some other video, I had watched lots and lots of content on it, so I didn't need more information. But I still didn't took much preparations for it, so the first training was kind of weird and, well, it wasn't perfect, definitely. But the second time I prepared myself and it was much, much better. Also because I had trained before that and therefore knew what was coming on to me, but also because I planned it through and therefore was able to get double the results out. So, as I said, plan out your time, where you want to do it, so the location, and how you want to do it. Just write it down as simple as you can do it, so that you will even understand it when I wake you up at 3 AM and have to read through it. Then the preparation is as important. I mean, planning is just one part of the preparation, really. Preparation means that, for example, when you want to train, you lay down all of the weights and all of the stuff that you have to get, your training clothes, your towel, your headphones, or anything that you will need for your training session. And that you lay it down so perfectly that when you have to go to work, that you don't even have to think about anything, can get it from your easiest places and just go to work instantly. This is how you overgo these 20 to 30 minutes that you would normally waste when you begin a task, and can just instantly go into it and therefore can have more focus as well. Then what is also a part of the preparation, but maybe the most important thing of it, is choosing the right vehicle to get forward. What I mean is that, as an example, if you start a new business, let's say you start dropshipping, you start affiliate marketing, or anything else, that you have to choose the right vehicle to get forward to get the most results. Like for affiliate marketing, you have to make content, and what the hardest thing is to do is actually make that content. But today, there are multiple thousands of AIs that you can use to, in just minutes, create content that people will watch, that's informative, and that you can use to get people to your affiliate link. Doing it yourself will only make sense if you want to get your own personality into that content, but if you just want to open an affiliate marketing account and just make money from that, then obviously the best step to take is to just get AI to do the whole work for you and then to just release that stuff. there's also a big reason why hard work alone won't make you successful. Like, just imagine two people, Jeff and Bob. Bob, first of all, wants to start affiliate marketing. He's very motivated, he's very excited. So what he does is that he downloads all the editing programs that he can get, that he watches every editing YouTuber that is out there, and gathers so much information that he will just be perfect when he does the job. And then he edits his content. It takes 5 hours daily to get enough content out so that he will get popular. But if you look over to Jeff, he's taken an entirely different approach. What he is doing is only typing into an AI what type of content he wants to make, what pictures should be in here, what it should use, and then just clicks on submit. And 5 minutes later, boom, he has a full 60-second short that he can just release without doing any work himself. And guess what? His video, Jeff's video, gets the exact same views as Bob's video. The only thing that may be a bit different is that Bob has a higher conversion rate, but Jeff is just able to make so much more content in even less time that he's able to compensate the conversation rate of Bob and therefore make more money than him. So be real to yourself. Do you want to be Bob that is doing everything on his own? Or do you want to be Jeff that is just getting an AI to do all of the work he has to do? Of course you will want to be Jeff. Like, even myself, even though I love people who put their personality into their content, I would still say that Jeff is far better than Bob. I mean, the statistics just speak for themselves. He is able to put a lot more work out in less time and then use this free time for his hobbies or any other work that he has to do. Therefore, Jeff is so much more efficient than Bob, even though Bob is putting in way more work than Jeff. So to conclude, choose the right vehicle to get forward and you can save yourself a lot of energy and time. Then what you also have to do to be very successful is take enough risks. I mean, I can't tell you this enough, but if you only do one thing because the other ones are just too scary or too hard to do, then you won't get anywhere in life. I mean, look at the most successful people on this planet. Most of them will take many risks daily and will be considered lucky because 3 out of the 50 risks that they took worked. To put it into perspective, the more chances that you get, the more likely you will be to be successful in one of these bets. You know, let's make a bet. We roll the dice and you give me 10 bucks. If the dice lands on a 6, I will give you 100 bucks back. If it lands on any other number, you will lose the 10 bucks that you gave to me. Most people would take the bet, some people wouldn't. But what if I would tell you that we would do that 10 times? Would you be more likely to take the bet? I would guess so. So imagine what happens when you take a lot more risks. The chance to be successful will be a lot higher. So the more risks you take, the more successful you will be. And these people that you consider lucky are lucky because they are taking many more risks than you. While some might still be luckier than others, people who will take more risks will generally be luckier than many other people who don't even indulge in any risk. So if you have any fear or think that it is too hard to accomplish, then rethink your choices, calculate the risk, and then look if it is really worth indulging in that. If the risk is tinier than the success that you will get, then you should obviously indulge in it as long as you don't lose anything that's of worth or endanger yourself. But what I generally want to say is that you should take far more risks to be more successful. Then what you also have to do is to put all your time and energy into one thing only. I know so many people, myself included, that try out so many businesses at the same time that they just spend all the time working on each business model and then not having any results out of it. I myself did this when I firstly started off with self-improvement. I wanted to do this, and an SMMA, and a YouTube channel, and that, and everything, so that I wasn't really able to put a lot of focus and a lot of work into one thing only and to make that successful. I mean, even if you do that, you maybe will get some businesses that make 2 to 3k a month, and added up they will maybe get you to 10k a month. But guess what? You won't get any further, because if one thing looks more promising than the other, then you don't have any time to indulge in that, because every business model is taking up so much time and energy that you don't have any left. You cannot indulge in just one thing, because you would have to give up the other. And once you have built up these businesses, it will be way harder to just lose one of these and to say goodbye to them than if you would just start off with just focusing on one business model. As Alex Hormozi has also taught, is that if you just put all your focus and energy into one thing, you will be successful.
And so if you have a big goal and you have big fuel and you don't stray the path and you do it for a very long period of time, you'll probably win.
It is kind of what I taught at the beginning, that most people will just say the hard work and discipline will get you there. And while that is true, and when you just put that into one thing, that you will be way more successful, you will still need to take preparations, risk, and everything that I will teach you. But to come back to the original point, you have to put everything onto one thing and therefore have to take the risk. What business model you're going to take and which one seems the most promising is for you to decide. For that, you again have to take your preparations and plan everything out. The last thing is that you have to track your progress and what you have to do to accomplish a certain goal. You constantly have to track what you do and what gets the most results. For that, you can use the Pareto principle, which states that 20% of the work and the tasks that you work on will get you 80% of the end result. So look at the current project that you're working on, whatever it is, and then look on what you have to do to accomplish that task. Is it designing? Is it content creation? Is it calling prospects? Is it meeting with your clients, or anything that you have to do? And then make a table. On the left side of the table, you put the important tasks, the tasks that get you the most results. On the right side, you put the less important tasks, the tasks that take up most of your time and get you little to no results. And there you have it. You only have to focus on the left-hand side, because the right-hand side is literally unimportant. If you just focus on the left-hand side, on the 20% that get you 80% of the results, you will get far more done, far more results than if you would combine these and work on the unimportant and important tasks. And I will guarantee that you will then see that these unimportant, non-rewarding tasks won't even really matter to get to the end result where you want to get. And with this tactic, you will have more time to work on the important, more rewarding tasks, and will get double and triple the results that you will get if you would work on the unimportant ones. These are the most important points that you have to follow to get really successful and get the most results out of your hard work. What I didn't want with this video is saying that you shouldn't put a lot of work into your projects. I definitely think, and I'm a big advocate of hard work and that you have to do it to get really successful. But what I wanted to say is that this isn't the only thing that you have to do to get successful. That there are a lot more facets to this problem, to this task, that you have to take into account when you want to get successful and want to achieve your goals. If you still have any questions or want to share your own insights on this topic, then please leave a comment down below. Always keep your focus on your purpose. See you next time.